Well, my name is Tony Messenger, and this is my German Zundapp KS600 from 1941. 600cc, 28 horsepower, overhead valve engine. This bike came out of Germany about 3 or 4 years ago and was restored about 10 years ago or so. A few chips in the paint, but a pretty good bike. All the control levers are original headlight, original chrome tank with the Zundapp name. On top here, this is where you keep your maps or tools. Here's a hand shift for the sidecar, which we have sidecar lugs here, and at the bottom down here, which actually fits the sidecar. Could be a Stibe or a Royal sidecar or a military sidecar would fit right here. Basically, the bike was used by the Wehrmacht or the Luftwaffe during the war. There were 18,000 made. There were a few left in the world, most in Europe, some in America. Basically, it's a great solo bike for dispatch riding, officers riding in the field. It's got a Denfield seat. It's got one little spring. That's it. Not very comfortable. And yeah, it's a great little bike. This front license plate here is what they use to cut through someone's balls. It's actually called a ball cutter in England. And basically, the suspension units are 2 big springs here. This damper here is for your for suspension. You have the ignition advance, timing advance, the throttle here, these reverse grips for your brakes and clutch, and a very small fuel tank holding about 2 gallons. Gets you about 40 miles, you're done. The bike was restored in Germany about 10 years ago. I don't know who did the work because I bought it off a collector here in the States. It came from a collection in Utah. But it's in the paint scheme pre-war, which is the black and chrome. During the war, the bike would be gray, field gray, or the blue gray for the Air Force. Before the war, obviously a civilian bike, which is the reason why there's lots of chrome. The chrome tank is obviously a civilian feature. You know, the bike, the miles, it's 5,500 kilometers, which is not original. It's the original headlight fixture here, but not the fascia has been changed. And everything else is original. Seats original. It has the military footboards, which some would have foot pegs. This actually has the boards that were used by the military. And obviously the fishtail type exhaust system, which is civilian or military. And also the positions here for the sidecar, which is mostly military use. And the gearbox was restored last year by a company in Germany because we didn't have the tools to fix it here or the know-how. I have no manuals. It's all German, and I'm English. So, well, the engine size is 600cc. It's about 28 horsepower. Gearbox-wise, there are 4 main chains in the gearbox from the crankshaft, and getting to that is a nightmare. When you take off the inspection cover here, you see the 4 chains inside, and if they go bad, it's a huge problem getting the correct chains, the correct tension, the right size with limited tooling. Last week, my drive shaft here failed. Take off the whole back end, the fender, everything to take out the drive shaft, replace the drive shaft. And this piece here, which is what the drive shaft splines into, we bought new pieces from Germany. They all came, everything's installed, bolt the whole thing back together, a few rubber hammers to get things lined up, and back on the road right away. So it's basically it's a cardan drive shaft into your rear gear housing here. And this one is not sidecar wheel driven. The big one is. This one is not. It's a 4-speed gearbox, and you can see you can foot shift from this side, and also you hand shift from here. It's 1 gear forward and 3 back, and pretty fast little bike. Do about 70 miles per hour. Quite light, weighs about 400 pounds. Yeah, and the engine basically is like a BMW style engine, like a horizontal opposing twin, 4-stroke. And yeah, and inside you have a single Bing carburetor. I think it's about 26 mil. And the air filter's back here. And many more little things. These are original badges from pre-war times. During the war, these were taken off. These were used before the war, nice and chrome. And obviously, during the war, the bike would have no chrome at all. Dechromed, everything would be gray or just bare metal or paint everywhere and anywhere. And this is the key, ignition key. So that is a Zundapp KS600.